Alright, timestamp, it is April 10th, 2026, like 12:40 a.m., so it's barely, I missed a day-ish, sorry. Nothing bad, but running around with my girl and my sleep schedule. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys out. I have two dogs that are about to explode over here. Okay, you never need to headbutt that area of my body, just to make you aware. If you move, I can actually get over here and open the door. Yeah, isn't that weird? Come on, Dan. There we go. No, heck, you're staying in here with me. This guy. Bill, why would you want to leave? Cat loves me to death, but he has a curiosity factor that worries me sometimes. Luckily, the front porch is screened. We refer to it as the airlock, because make sure that screen door is closed before you open the main door. What are we doing today? What we're doing today? We're gonna do the new 4-Park mug. Take it for a drive. Got this one the other day I showed you. It's got representation of all four Walt Disney World, Orlando parks. I wonder if they've done a California equivalent. You know, like Disneyland, California Adventure. That'd be fun. Haven't been yet. Hoping once we figure out where we're going long term and settle in, go check those parks out. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one out, other than, dogs and cats. And that's nice, I like that. Gives me a few moments to coffee and contemplation, Also, I made a fresh pot of the vanilla macadamia. Enjoy my favorite coffee, a little bit of peace. But only a little bit of peace. I got a dog on the door. There's no way you've done your business yet. Acorn. I don't believe you. Oh. Just got up a couple minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago. My sleep schedule's all over the place. Getting stuff done, but sleep schedule's all over the place. Not really doing a panic attack right now, but I just feel... I mean, it's not a panic attack, but I feel jittery. Like... almost like a panic attack light. I don't know how to describe it. Kind of tingly and... the anticipation. But maybe I won't do it. I'd wake the kids up. Even with the emphysema, I can still belt and all that. I haven't really lost that much that I can tell from a singing standpoint, because I'm in here working sometimes to Cabaret, the producers, Jekyll and Hyde, Rocky, and still noticing I'm suffering a little bit on some of the holds. part of that's probably lung damage, and part of that I think is just I haven't done this professionally in some time. But I know I've damaged myself a little bit. It's a lung disease, you know. But because I use my diaphragm, I think it hasn't affected that as much. And apparently, a lot of doctors recommend singing as a way of keeping your lungs strong despite what's going on. So that's, you know, it makes sense. But yeah, she came over. I went to bed at like 6 a.m. and she gently, thank you, roused me at like 10 a.m. I threw her a note through Steam at like 6 a.m. I'm like, I'm taking a Carbo, one of the back pills, because my back felt like that. Yes, exactly, Jacques. Just was not having it. I was at a good 6. But I sent her a note saying I'm taking my nap now. I just took a shower. Please do not arrive at 8 a.m. and start like shaking me awake, because violence will ensue. She got here apparently about 9, sat down, had some cereal. She's always got her breakfast fixings here. And she thanked me for that, which was cool. She's like a Raisin Bran and some of the like yogurt brand, yogurt flake kind of. That's her kind of breakfast cereal. I've always got a couple things up there for her. She sat down and had a leisurely breakfast and scrolled on her phone for a bit, and then at 10 o'clock was like, you've had 4 hours, you know, we can do what we need to do. Which I respect, grudgingly. That would be Janus and Hex playing tag. A little bit of zoomy action going on here. My cat guys, you know. I know Janus, he's fast. He's not good at the turns, though. He does what we tend to call the calico drift. Hex Scamper is pretty fast, but his turn factor is he does drift turns on this parquet flooring or whatever it is. It's fun to watch. He plows into the cabinets in the kitchen a few times a day. Just, I mean, it stops him, you know, and allows him to complete the turn. So it's effective. But we just sat and talked and had fun for a couple hours, you know, and then ran a couple errands. I had a couple sales to go to the post office. 3. One of them was of a higher dollar variety. We're pulling out of the nosedive that we were in, because I made another high ticket sale before she left, which was cool. Because she worries more than I do, you know. And she was like, you know, okay, that'll get us over the immediate hump, but, you know, 3, 4, 7 days from now, what about the next barrage? And something sold, and I showed her what it was, and she went, okay, so that gets us through the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, cool, okay. In that alleyway with the trash can lid, scrapping it out, you know. That's the way it feels sometimes. A lot. Except I'm that kid from Allentown, not Brooklyn, you know. Right? Oh. The human has been neutralized only because he's experiencing bliss right now. It's not pain or death, it's bliss. That has taken him aback and making him ponder the wonders of good coffee. Oh, that is so good. I love that coffee. With just that shot of the sweet Italian creamer. Yeah. Life is good. But I do like being up when nobody else is up. Here's the thing. That beer keeps like... I love my pops. I do. If you're a parent, consider this. And maybe you have a similar situation if you're renting an apartment in New York. You absolutely understand this experience. Just from a space standpoint, my office is the bar in the kitchen. Again, basically I have two teenagers. Tell me if the kitchen sees activity. And my bedroom is the living room. The only wall I have separating my bed from everything else is a china cabinet that I pulled along the back of the couch. I have no, I believe the Brits would call it privacy. What's that? So, if I can be awake for a couple hours, a few hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and I'm the only, human awake, that's nice. I mean, there is a chance that somebody is up right now, but it seemed like no one was up. Somebody could, in the words of, I think it was Syndrome, spoil the ride. I don't know. Yeah, I knocked out a bunch of smaller stuff. Tiny was doing laundry, I was moving some stuff around, I did dishes, I got a dishwasher full to unload. No emergency though. I've got like one plate and I think a fork in the sink right now. Oh, and there's one coffee mug. Made a whole bunch of hard-boiled eggs. That's the sound of the ice machine in the fridge, self-repairing, as it were. So I emptied, some of the ice bin to do the cool down on the eggs. Just a bunch of little things that I was able to get done before I was like, nope, I need to go ahead and I knew I needed to make a recording, but at the same time I'm like, I'm probably going to get up very, very early into what is technically the 10th, and I'll just make a really early recording there, which is what happened. I woke up at like almost 12:20, I think, or something like that. I was like, yep, there's no recording for the 9th. Oh well. I'm trying to do a recording every day just to... Tiny apparently woke up briefly to remember that there was still laundry in the dryer, came out, grabbed laundry, took to her room. So, I thought everybody was asleep. I'm going back to bed. Okay. Their sleep schedule is a little messed up too. Definitely winning on the whose sleep schedule is more messed up contest front, but didn't even get any coffee. We're good. I wouldn't mind it so much. Tiny doesn't do coffee nearly as much as Alex does. Alex pretty much lives on it. Sorry, my cat looked like he was up to no good, and I'm not sure why. If you're a cat owner, you know when well, you might. If you're paying attention, you can figure it out. They get a certain walk sometimes when you know I'm up to something, you know. I'm on to you, kitty. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, I woke up to Seeds of Doom. Baker, Sarah Jane. They play that one a lot. It's a good one, but they play it a lot. And I had a puppy at my feet, like under the couch, not under the couch, but you know, in front of the couch. And a tuxedo on the back of the couch. It's a really thick back couch, so it's nice sprawling for a kitty. You know what I mean? It's probably 9 inches, a foot of cushion plus the back wall of it. So it's, right? Some good plopping space for a cat. I woke up to that guy. He looked down at me and starts doing the whole morning stretching thing. It's like, okay, yeah. Yep. Alright, let's do this. I'm feeling more despite everything that's going on. I'm actually feeling a little bit more optimistic about things. You know, personally, politically, all of it. I feel like stuff's coming to sort of a cathartic problem-solving head, you know. And I know it's going to be bumpy, because the past 3 years have been at times fine and at times, and this is coming from somebody who loves amusement parks and thrill rides. It's been that roller coaster that you want to get off of, you know. And if you know me, it's not I'm going to end it, you know, I'm not that kind of person. Never actually had those thoughts. Come on, Tan. Why do you wait to be called to come in? It's so interesting. Honestly, I always felt, step over Queenie here, I always felt if things got incredibly bad, I'd just disappear and become somebody else. You know what I mean? Gently. Good. Tannhauser. No. Fumble. Any cats want a cookie? Who are you? I don't know you. Okay. If they're looking at me, I'm surprised Jinx didn't come scrambling over here. Hex is staring at me, but tried to give him one the other day. He tried to bury it. pretty sure my cat's an alien. He was hanging out when I was doing cookies, and I was like, alright, fine. It's shrimp-flavored Temptations. He sniffed it a couple times and then started scratching on the floor. It's like... Jinx had a second cookie that day. Hex did a couple scratches, sauntered really, wasn't really walked, sauntered away. Jinx kind of looked at me like, am I going to get in trouble for doing what I'm thinking about doing? I'm like, go for it, Jay. He swooped in and, I don't understand it. I'll be trimming chicken and throwing like chicken fat and other chickeny goodness on the ground. I have an audience of livestock, like Full House, even the balcony's packed kind of audience. Hex will walk through, sniff a couple pieces that are on the ground, and walk out and hop up on the dryer and start eating kibble. What are you? Fresh chicken, fresh eggs, cheese. Is there something? Should I call someone? It's just like, okay, you need to talk to your alien overlords because you're blowing your own cover here. If you know that, they had to have gone over this. That seven-toe thing may not be a cat anomaly. It might be a normal alien thing. It's possible. You can't really rule it out. Don't know. Trying to picture my cat in the red jumpsuit with the silver V in it. Somehow it works. You okay, Acorn? Okay. It's like circling the floor looking for baby seals over here. Janus will punch you in the face. He's got one good arm, but he knows how to use it. He will put that in the side of your face. Possibly literally on the in part because claws. Grabbed him yesterday. Scrappy was being incredibly invasive and, doing the cobbing affection thing. And Janus had had enough and just latched onto his cheek and was like, he's whimpering the whole time. But he's still got his face, like right up on the three-legged cat. It's like, there is an answer to this. And it involves you not sticking your face in his face. Choice and effect. I'd never liked cause and effect because there's this randomness to it. It implies that sometimes things that happen to us, they just happen to us. And 9 times out of 10, it's really a direct result of choices we made. I think choice and effect is a lot more accurate way of putting it. The whole causality. It was a random circumstance. I got into an accident because I don't know, I was just going 20 miles above the speed limit, minding my own business. Aha! It's like, choice caused effect. If you get me. It's the way I see the universe. Saying. But got my list. Actually got like 3 lists over here. When it becomes 8, 9 o'clock, there's a couple phone calls I need to make. I didn't make any phone calls yesterday or really the day before. Because the day before I woke up with like panic attack that just... It hit me really hard in the morning. And then even as the day proper, like sun time, went along, it was still lingering to the point where I didn't want to pick up the phone and talk to anybody. You know what I mean? I put my nose to the stone and started getting stuff done around here. You know, I just didn't want to... This is a no interaction day. You get those? And yesterday I woke up and hit the ground running with my girl. Well, maybe not running. We crawled a little bit first at the bar here. Which could sound weird, but I'm talking about the bar in the kitchen, not, you know. We went down to Moe's. Hit back a couple of bottles before we started experiencing the world around us. Yeah, not like that. The day at the bar for me means I'm doing administrative stuff. Oh, he was at the bar all day. Actually need to use that in conversation more often. That could be fun. I was at the bar all day yesterday. What? Well, my office is the bar in the kitchen. Oh. Yeah. Just one of those like awkward phrases to use in conversation. I love those. They're just way too much fun. But yeah, moving major stuff around in here. Going to pretty much completely reconfigure this area to be a lot more effective. Now that I've been in the soup for a little while, I know what vegetables I need. You know what I mean? And I know what just the right amount of pasta will do. Yes, I do. But I gotta make a few phone calls, dad stuff, you know. But I'm feeling pretty decent. From a physical standpoint, health check. Still got like a shadow of a panic attack. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of palpy tightness, but overall I feel pretty good. Yeah. I have so many lists. It's another thing I'll probably do one of the next times I really like sit down just to power drink coffee or what have you. Let's go through my lists and streamline, cross off, consolidate. Not kidding. I need more projects. I'm running well. Got a bunch of stuff done in the garage. Made some actual floor space. Was able to set up some of my pink totes a little bit more strategically on the rolling huge shelf that my dad built. This place is, you know, we refer to it as like a giant slide puzzle, but realistically it's like 20 slide puzzles of different size that all, where you like borrow pieces back and forth. It's like they're interlinked slide puzzles. It's very strange. I mean, each room has finite space, you know. Sometimes you completely jam up another slide puzzle to where you don't even have that one slot where you can move something. But when you do that, you free up 3 spots over here to where you can really like move things around. Sometimes we live for those days. Send help. I would say it's not so bad, but it's pretty bad here. But if you've been watching for a little while, I cannot express to you how good the coffee is. But from it really is that bad, like, swimming pool. Still green, Eventually it won't be. Right now, yeah, it's green. Well, I did start doing the primer on the cart. That's the back side of it. The shelf part, I should say, snap into there. Those are the black lines where they snap in. That's the back of it. This is where I broke that blade part out. Oops. Oops. Still can't bleed. But got it pretty well primed. And again, that one part that did snap, once I paint it and get them in place and whatnot, I'll do an additional top coat layer or two over that area, and that'll actually help seal it and kind of, you probably won't even be able to notice anyway, but that'll probably really help seal it up too. In the excavation of the dining room area, I have a tall purple latch top tote, and I know because I'm the one that made it, that has a whole bunch of craft stuff, acrylic paints and whatnot. It was going to be stuff that I was using for the mini tree, which in what I'm doing, I'm going to be setting up, and I know what I'm doing, it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, it's in here. It sounds ridiculous, but I swear to you, it's in here. And I know I have a silver acrylic, so I'm going to start, when I have the second 30 of my 30/30s, as it were, sit at the bar and do stuff, I'm going to start doing a base silver coat, and then do another silver coat, until I get what looks like a good even fill. Because I think it'll look really good with the primary color being almost a stainless steel, which, I can make it look like that with a silver paint. It'll work pretty well. And with the shelves unattached, I'm going to do them with a base silver, and then I'm going to do the insert part of the tray on top. A blue. I don't know if I'm doing this one or not. It's the Dollar Tree that I got. I'm going to have to actually open it and see if it's too close to the chair color, because I don't want it to look like I tried to color match and failed. I want to do two distinct different blue shades. So I might have to go even lighter. I don't know. We'll find out. But it'll look really different than, it did, because, wow. My library cart. That makes sense. But in moving everything around, I'm gonna strip out my dollhouse cabinet areas and measure the back wall. That'll allow me to figure out the foam boards, so I can cut wall pieces. It's all a big thing. It's all interlinked. I'm going to be able to set up the always tree. I got plans. I got this. It'll be fine. Yes, I am a madman. Yeah. Make what living space we've got more like living space and not warehouse explosion. But it'll also free up room in the dining room to where it can be a relay point, because Pix is trying to bring stuff over from George, And there's that aspect of, where do I put it? Where do I put it that's not going to be in your way worse? Which is a fair question. Soon, because of what I'm doing in the garage and on the lanai, this is part of that whole 8 slide puzzle thing. Puddle. Soon, we will have allocated space where we can shove our stuff. Shove overflow of their stuff. Repacked, checked, sorted moderately, and there will be a system and a flow. I know what I'm doing. I mean, don't tell anybody, because they're going to be like, Marcus Wolfgang knows what he's... Whoa, 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 stop right there. But yeah, no, I got this. It's just slow going because there's so much. It's just overwhelming. But I'm starting to not feel overwhelmed as much. Part of that is progress, and part of that is like a change in the wind. I can't explain it. Get all tingly. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Zai. I swear you're sentient. No, don't talk back. He doesn't say much, but it's a lot like, morning. Nice day to go fishing, isn't it? It's kind of like that. Watch Balin's journey. It's so good. So good. For a short video feature, it's like 30 minutes or whatever. Really cool. Really quite clever, and the performances are top notch. There's a goofiness to it, but it's supposed to be there, and it actually has a dramatic oomph to it that really impressive. Now I'm being dead on. I'd love to do productions like that. Oh man, really cool what they're doing. Epic NPC, man. If you go to the Dirt League, really good stuff they do. I'm on the wrong continent to participate, or I'd bring them up. It's like a Scooby-Doo chase going down the hallway. It's weird. Keep hearing doors open and close. It's either tiny or a ghost. We have had some more interesting things moving and whatnot. Long stories there, I won't bore you with that. And some people be like, yeah, you're making up speculation, But there's been some stuff that's like, I think something just happened over there, And there are no cats there, Yeah. Anyway. And they're in areas that were like mom areas. Every time. Which is curious. So anyway. Speaking of, hug your parents. Ask them nicely that you can't clean up their mess and not leave a big mess for you. Especially if they're 80-year-old hoarders in denial. Hug your kids. Breathe, because we're going to be okay. Despite the mayhem, we're going to be okay. Make it a great day.